Hello, welcome. Bye. So, guys, we are back with another interview preparation strategies webinar. And in this webinar, we'll be discussing about the interview experience and how you can use those experiences for formulating your strategies for your upcoming interview. So, guys, today we have Akash with us, who is an programmer analyst at Cognizant, and this is Sony. So, guys, before we proceed, I would like to know that if I'm audible to you. So, drop in some comments. Let's have some chit chat and let's engage with each other. Okay, guys. So, waiting for your comments here. Drop in some comments and let me know that I'm audible. Come on, guys. Be Let's just engage a little and then we'll call Akash here. Waiting for your comments here. Okay, I haven't. Okay, okay, Anubhav. Thank you. Some more comments I would really appreciate here. Looking out for comments here, guys. Drop in comments here quickly and faster so that we can begin the webinar. Okay, so okay. Thank you, Dhruv. Hi, Akshita. Okay, guys. So I think I'm audible, and let's not waste any more time, and let's welcome Akash here. Hello, Akash.
Hello everyone. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing good. How are you? Uh,
I'm
yes.
good. I'm good. So how's it going in this pandemic, Corona pandemic?
It's really tough. Working situation have been also changed. I have not been office since 1 year, so working from home. This really affects the productivity, I think. So
That
I hope
definitely does.
everyone is fine and safe at home, doing good.
That we really hope that everyone is safe and sound at their home and healthy. Okay, so Akash, let's just start this webinar and about your interview experience and how our viewers can use those experiences to formulate strategies for themselves. So let's begin this webinar, and the first question that we would like to know that something about yourself. So just a brief introduction about yourself here.
Yeah, my name is Aakash Sourabh, and I'm recently I'm a programmer analyst at Cognizant. It's been 1.5 year since I'm been employed at Cognizant. I joined in November 2019, and I'm a BTech graduate from uh, Accurate Institute, Computer Science branch. I graduated in 2019. Uh, so and now and recently I'm working with Cognizant. So this is, I think, the brief I should tell about myself.
Okay, that's great, and congratulations to you for that. Akash, how did you search for this vacancy? How did you use any job portal, and how was your experience of getting this job?
Cognizant comes with lot of opportunity. That year also in 2019, it was hiring. It was mass hiring for so many freshers. So I got job notification, and later on I also got one mail from the AMCAT portal. So there was a like I applied before so many times, but I didn't got because there was no. I think there was no hirings, but as the hiring came, and I got notified by the mail through AMCAT. So
Okay.
there was this in that mail, there was that whole process was listed, that how the process will be taken.
Okay.
So
Okay.
first so
So
first first thing was that through MCAT I got a test link. So I had to give the test in it. I appeared for the test in June 2019. In June 2019, I appeared for the test. It was quite an easy test, I guess, because there was the lot many quantitative and reasoning questions. So I think everyone who are preparing for any job interviews, so they are quite up to that. So I think it was easy. And the next phase was like, in the same test there was a analysis, that programming test in which we have to find the errors in the code. Like there was not actual, we have to write the code, we have to find the errors in the code. So few codes were there. So that was also, I think, easy to moderate only, and one could easily get through it. So that was it.
Okay, so total, how many rounds were there in your interview?
One was the MCAT test, and then after few days, I got a mail for the interview, which was, of course, the off campus. So there was this face to face interview round. Just one interview was there, technical interview, and that technical interview continued for almost, I think, 20 to 30 minutes. It was a long interview, and it was very interactive interview, I think. So it asks, he asked so many questions from me, and from the codings also, from the uh, academics also, from my subject. So I think the interview went really well.
Okay, so was there any HR round, or how was it? Like how the questions from of the HR round? So was it basic questions or something tricky question or something, situational questions were there?
No, after the technical interview, the HR interview was not very tough interview. Like they almost just wanted to know from me that whether I am comfortable with any of the domain they'll be giving me. And also one thing was there, like in Cognizant, they used to provide training in South India. So I was from North India, and also I was my college was in Noida. So the HR told me that you'll not be getting your job in Noida, you know that. So will you be comfortable in any location? So I think for freshers, the opportunities are like uh, you should grab it. You should not like you should be comfortable in any situation. So HR was basically the these two questions only. I was fine
Okay,
with.
so yeah, please.
Uh, Continue, ma'am.
Okay, so I was asking that the questions from the HR were about to know your comfort zone, and they were
Yes,
willing to know that if you are able, like if you want to move out of your comfort zone or not.
yes, yes, yes. Definitely, this was the
Okay,
concern.
so you mentioned that in the technical round there were questions from the coding, right?
Yes, yes.
So from which language the questions were from?
Uh, Actually, I mentioned in my resume that I know the basic of C and core Java. I know, so they asked me about that. And one thing I mentioned about is I have a good knowledge of subjects, that database and operating system. And fortunately, the interviewer was also interested in the subject questions. So he asked me a lot of questions from subjects also, like from operating systems. He asked so many questions, like mutual exclusions and deadlocks, these things he tell me to explain those things. So it was really a good experience with me, because I was also preparing for some exams, gate exams also from Geeks for Geeks. So it really helped me to go through the theories part of that. So that thing I easily could go.
Okay, so as we have talked about the technical round and the HR round as well, so let's just talk about the role of projects and the internship that you have done in your graduation. So how was it? Like, what do you think? How much role projects and internship plays when you are appeared for an interview?
Yeah, the first question was actually after my introduction. They asked me about the projects only. He asked me about my project, like what projects you did in your college and you did any internship. So luckily, uh, I did my internship, but project was in my college. I only managed to did one mini project. So I discussed about it, and I was able to explain well about it. So he asked what was your role in that project, and did you faced any like trouble, did you faced any issues. So these were the basic questions, I think, every companies ask these days. So you should well prepare with this, and you should also have a project done in your college, so that you could better explain it. these things. And internship played a very important role. After my college, I did internship in a company in Noida. So it was also a MNC company. For 3 months I did internship and really got to learn so many things. Also the professionalism thing that really lacks in the students. So that was really helpful, and that was really like uh, it helped me to that convinced the interviewer that yes, I'm good to go.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned that you have done an internship in your graduation, right?
After graduation, like
After
when I was
graduation.
last semester exam, when I was giving that time only.
Okay. So, like, on what on which project did you work in your internship? Like, in which company? I would not ask, but what was your work there? Like, what did you learn in your internship there?
Actually, I was working on full stack. I was working on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Basically, it was a company of where there were so many projects for web design and all. So, but it was a nice company, and like my experience was very good with that company. I almost learned so many things in 3 months. They provided very good trainings. So they also offered me job, but luckily I before that I got here.
Okay, okay. So let's just move forward with our another question, and that would be like how to scale up the technical and the coding skills, because when you are going for an interview and you have to have knowledge about the coding and the technical skills you have, and because interview skills are important, but your technical skills and coding skills are also important. So how to scale up those?
See, I think for every computer science student or any student, I think in first year in curriculum we have one language C. So that is the very basic thing all must know. We all should start with that language, and I think most of here who have joined are from final year, so they have gone through it. And I developed my interest in coding in third year. It, it was so late, but I'll say that it's never too late to start. So there are lot many websites on. There are lot many websites like Geeks4Geeks, also Code Academy, okay, Saw Academy, so Khan Academy. So many are there. You can also get Udemy lessons. So I'll suggest that it's better to focus on just one coding and just one coding language, and you should adhere knowledge of the functionalities, adhere knowledge of the like logic buildings. So these things really matters. The syntax and the language thing, I think uh, you can learn in few days. Also, I was just knowing core Java, and they asked me core Java questions like from oops concept they asked. Okay, say, but they were knowing that they were hiring me for that Java role. So they basically asked me, will you be able to learn more things? That's what the company desires. That's what the company look for. That whether he is capable of learning or not. Well, and
Right.
then contribute, because and also when to the company, you will have 3 months or 6 months of company in almost of training. Sorry, so in almost every service. So this is very necessary that you know things, and you preparation, proper preparation, proper basic course.
Right, right. So that's really great. And I would like to know: have you participated in any of the coding contests? Like, how do you think that coding contest plays role in any in scaling up the coding skills?
Yes, actually, I'll share my experience. So many times I just made my account on Hacker Rank and Hacker Earth website, but couldn't do much. Like I used to initially, I think everyone just used to get the solution so easily. So I'll suggest that that's not the solution. If you are and it's good to be there on hacker rank or hacker earth, any platform you choose. But just give time to yourself, just learn, not just be competitive at initial days. You should learn first at the initial phases. That's the building blocks of your learning. So I think I didn't did much of the competitive programming, but I'd say that in also for geeks or geeks of geeks, you can go, and there is a college list also. You can see that there are you can put your college name, and there's a ranks among your college also. So I think that's also a very good platform, and that's also very best thing that you could learn also, and you can see your growth also. So that's really helps.
Okay, okay, that's really great. Okay, so Akash, let's just move on to the other question, and this will be the last question from our side. Okay, so how would you rate your overall interview experience at Cognizant, and what would you like to advise to the viewers?
My overall interview experience was nice. I think I'll for everyone who is going to appear for Cognizant interview, as Cognizant few days back announced that is hiring so much freshers this year, and also for any of the companies, if anyone is going for the interview, I'd suggest that first thing you should do is that you should be very good at logical and reasoning things, and that basic codings, so that you could qualify the first round, and then only you will be able to face the interview. Okay, so for the interview, I suggest that be confident. These days also the interviews have been conducted through video calls also. So I'd say that be confident, and be like, if mention in your resume the only things that you know, that only things, because it's fascinating enough that we add so many things in our resume. We know this language and that language, data structure and all. When the uh, when the interviewer really start asking you things, and if he has his knowledge, so he will deep dive into it. You should be
Hmm.
ready enough. You can deep dive in the thing that you know properly. Okay, if you are good at database and SQL, just say that, yeah, that mention that yes, you are good at the database management and DBA and SQL, so you could do better in that, and he'll definitely ask you questions from that. So I think be consistent. That's the I think a trick to crack any interview. Be consistent in your preparation. No, this tough situation really lacks so much of opportunities. You are getting opportunities by so many weeks. There are no hirings and all. I can understand, but whenever it comes, you just be prepared on your part. That's the key thing.
So I think companies are hiring right as of now also, and it's not like there are no opportunities. But if you will search for it, you will definitely get one.
Yes, there are MNC
Okay.
companies are and yeah, one more thing I'd like to add, that so many juniors from my college also, and so many friends, they contact me and say like things like, I've been faced so many interviews but have been rejected. So these things, really I want to about this thing, that rejection is a thing that everyone has faced. I think everyone has faced so many times. You can get rejection. So don't be sad, or don't be so hopeless while being rejected. It's just think that it's a part of the process, and just be consistent on your part, and be confident. That's what I'd like to say, and take care of your mental health also.
Okay, so have you? This is really great, and I think people who are watching right now, they should have gotten some idea about the vacancies and how to apply to the vacancies, because there are companies hiring, and you always use the job portals that are there, right? Like LinkedIn, and as you have mentioned, the AMCAT, and that is also a job portal. So this is the questions from our side. And Akash, let's just jump into the comment section, and let's see how many questions do you have from our audience. Okay, so just let's see how many questions can we take, and how many questions are there. Okay, so I am taking this question from Sai Ravi. Let me show it on the screen. And this is best way to prepare data structure and algorithm. So have you any idea on this? If you have, please go ahead.
Yeah, of course. So the key point is to start with the basics. As we know that data structure and programming is very vast thing. There are a lot of programming. As we go further, there are programming on queue, linked list. So I'll suggest that first you should know the basic things. I have also mastered the basic things from YouTube and from some of the Udemy classes, Udemy learnings. They are really good, updated, and websites are there also. Geeks for Geeks, that really helps, and there you can go through it. So so move like that. So you can go to the website and see that there is the learnings are in very structured way. So you should learn in that structured way and don't skip the things. The proper way of learning data structure and I'll suggest.
Great. Let's just take up another question, and this will be from Yachna. Wait a second. Let me just show it on the screen. Okay, so her question is how to build logical knowledge.
How to build logical knowledge? Yes, this question I think it's very important question. Thanks for asking, Yasna. So logical knowledge is a thing that is built with your own practice. It's not like some anyone could develop it. So do lot of coding. As earlier also I discussed that when you go to the competitive websites like hacker rank and hacker, you'll see so many questions from the easy to medium to hard. There are level by level questions. So that has really built it some logic things in their questions. So please try to solve them. That please learn data structure algorithms, and please really try to solve them. That will really help you to also build logical knowledge on your part.
Okay, okay. I think Yashna, Akash has answered your question, and Akash, let's take one question more, and then we'll be, ending this webinar. And question I would like to take it from Rishi. So his question is: any tips for third year ECE student to get into Cognizant? So, have you any idea about this?
See, the best thing about Cognizant and also so many MNC service-based companies, that they don't really bother uh, much about your like stream, or the which stream you are from, whether you are from computer science or electronics. In fact, the interviewer which I got was from EC branch, and he also asked me questions uh, from microprocessor. So I just really told him that I don't know this thing, and uh, please ask me the thing I know. So that was that doesn't affect so much. That doesn't makes difference at a high level, because as I told that they'd be giving you trainings, proper trainings at your initial days, months. So don't be like you are from EC branch, so you are lacking behind. You can start at any time. So just start from the basics only, and you can get into that.
Okay, okay. I think Rishi, your question has been answered. I would like to take one question here, Akash, because I think we can take up this. It's from Bhushan Patel, and his question is C and C++ Java and DS Algo enough?
Yes, I'd suggest definitely. It's not like recommended to learn so much of the programming, so many programming language at once. If you are good at one or two programming language, if you have good knowledge of oops concept, some of the basic Java things. So you're good to go, and just like be confident in what you have learned. If you think that, yeah, I'm good with C++, Java, oops programming, so just be confident in that. And you should be able to answer questions. You should be able to make others understand that, make the interviewer understand that how the things are working in this, if he put question from that. So mention in that, in your resume, the same thing. And it's not recommended to mention so many things, just recommend that thing, and you will be easily enough to get into a company.
Okay. Okay. So, Akash, I think we are done with the questions, but because of the time constraint, we cannot take all of the question here. So, guys, if your question has not been answered, you can always reach Akash on his LinkedIn profile, and for that, we have given the LinkedIn profile of Akash in the description. Okay. So, Akash, anything you want to say your buys, and anything you want to say to the audience? So, please go ahead.
Yeah, of course. I think so many of the friends and juniors have joined. So I'd like to say that, first of all, in this tough situation, please take care of yourself and your family. Don't step outside. There's no need also to step outside. Okay, so just be safe and take care of yourself. And also, as I said, that please take care of your mental health, as there are, like, for students, they are not being productive, uh, and they try, but couldn't get through the interview. So I'd say that just be consistent, even for 2 hours or 3 hours, if you are giving your time in coding, in learning, so that will be the best. And yeah, if any queries further, if you have, just ping me on LinkedIn. I'm telling that I'm so much online there, so I could answer that. I could talk, I could answer. Yeah,
Okay, Akash.
I could
One
interact
thing,
with
one.
you all.
So that's really great. And I'm taking one last question because this question is, I think, it's important. And let's take it from Rahul Chaurasia. His question is, he's from BACA and he has 3 star in code chef. So can he get a job? So your comments here, your advice here.
Congrats, Rahul, first of all, because I don't have a 3 star in CodeSafe. But I'd say the first thing that, yeah, CodeSafe is really great platform to code. The one thing I have earlier also said that, the stream, the branch doesn't matter for the MNC companies. And also, if you are not from BTech, from BCA, you could definitely apply. You could go to the website, go to the apply job sections, and you could see that there are a lot many jobs for BCA and MCA graduates also. So you can definitely get through it. I think you will definitely get through it.
Okay, Rahul, I think your question has been answered here, and we saw your comments here that you have posted like so many times. Also, one answer to your question is that it has been posted by Arshad, and he's saying to you that please apply in HCL, and because there are openings, so go ahead and grab your opportunity there. Okay, Akash, thank you so much for sharing your experience and really, sorry.
Small thing is that whichever opportunity comes to you, just grab it. Whichever interview, just even if if you get rejected, you will definitely learn from your mistakes. So just please appear for the interview. So many times I have seen that students don't appear for the companies with lesser salary or something like that. So don't do that. That things really helps. If even if you are rejected, then also it will be helpful. You will get to know that what are the things you are lacking with.
Okay, okay. So, Akash, let's just thank you so much for sharing your experience, and I think people who are watching right now must have gotten some idea. Okay, so thank you again, and be safe. Okay, and let's just connect again if we have really. It was really good. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bye everyone, bye. Thanks for joining, bye.
Okay, guys, that was really a great session, and because some questions has been not been answered, and I'm seeing that there are still coming question in the comment section, but you can always connect with Akash on his LinkedIn profile if your question has not been answered here. Also, we have three things for you. First one, that if you're wondering how a coding round of Flipkart looks like, then you can participate in a simulated coding contest that we are going to conduct on this Sunday, that is 16th of May. Also, if you feel like don't feel like opening up the laptop, so you can study from the Geeks for Geeks app and download those app and studying now. And thank you so much, guys. Also, one more thing, that if you want to participate in this interview series, in the interview preparation strategies webinar series, you can apply, you can fill the Google form that we have given in the description, and fill in your details and let us know that if you are really interested and coming and sharing your experience here. So thank you so much for your questions and for joining. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll meet again. Stay safe and stay sound, stay corona negative. Thank you.